In the middle of nowhere, a young woman stumbles up to a farmhouse and starts pounding on the front door, screaming for help. She's bleeding, clearly stabbed, barefoot, and barely holding herself together. A farmer opens the door, shocked by what he sees. The woman tells him she's just been attacked, but she also claims she doesn't remember what happened, or even her own name. The woman's name is Lila Monroe. She's 19 years old, living in rural Iowa, and Lila has a serious problem. She's pregnant. She and her boyfriend aren't sure they're ready for that kind of responsibility. So in 2017, Lila goes to a nearby clinic and has an abortion. Whether it was fully mutual or not, isn't clear, but that decision ends up haunting everything that comes after. Lila's boyfriend is Mark Dalton, a man 14 years older than her. She's 19, he's 33. From the outside, it already looks uneven, and behind closed doors, things aren't great. Their relationship is tense, unstable, and slowly falling apart. That same year, Lila starts spending time at a local cafe, where she meets a barista named Owen Reed. They click instantly. At first, it's just friendship. Eventually, Mark starts hanging out with Owen too, and the three of them form this awkward little trio. Before long, Lila and Owen cross a line. They begin secretly hooking up behind Mark's back. The affair goes on for months, until about 8 months into Lila and Mark's relationship, Mark snoops through her phone. He finds everything. The texts, the flirting, the betrayal. The fallout is immediate and ugly. Feeling cornered, Lila blows everything up. She cuts things off with both Mark and Owen, acting like she's done with them entirely. But that confidence doesn't last. Deep down, she's still obsessed with Mark and desperate to get him back. Things only get worse. One night, Lila gets drunk and sleeps with one of Mark's friends. Afterward, she reports the friend to police for sexual assault. But the investigation reveals inconsistencies, and authorities eventually determine the allegation isn't supported by evidence. The case is dropped. By now, Mark wants absolutely nothing to do with her. Lila, however, refuses to accept that. She floods Mark's phone with messages, hundreds of them. Long emotional texts, apologies. Journal-style confessions, pleas for forgiveness. She even messages Owen repeatedly, begging him to help convince Mark to take her back. Owen refuses. He tells her she needs help. That's when Lila comes up with a new plan. She decides that if Mark won't take her back willingly, she forces hand by making Owen look like a monster. Her plan is twofold. Accuse Owen of attacking her, and make sure he can't deny it. In 2018, Mark is sitting at the cafe when Lila suddenly shows up. She tells him she's about to stop by Owen's place to return a few things. Mark immediately senses something's off. Her energy is strange. Her behavior feels rehearsed. So when Lila leaves, Mark quietly follows her, keeping his distance. Lila goes into Owen's house. After a moment, Mark lets himself in too. Inside, everything seems calm. Lila and Owen are just talking. No yelling, no tension, nothing alarming. After a few minutes, Mark convinces himself he's being paranoid and leaves. That's when Lila puts her real plan into motion. She convinces Owen to go for a drive. She takes him far out into a remote dirt road outside Cedar Ridge, surrounded by fields and woods. Completely isolated. When they stop and step out of the car, Owen turns his back, and Lila attacks. She pulls out a knife and stabs him. Again, and again, and again, 16 times. Owen doesn't survive. Lila smashes his phone so it can't be traced. Then she turns the knife on herself, cutting her arms, slashing her clothes, staging the scene to make it look like she was the victim. She even carves the word boy into her forearm. That detail is deliberate. Years earlier, Lila had briefly identified as male during high school before later detransitioning. Investigators would later believe she carved the word herself to suggest Owen had attacked her out of cruelty or mockery. After staging everything, Lila leaves Owen's body where it is and begins walking barefoot through the countryside. After nearly 3 hours, she reaches a farmhouse. That's where the story began. The farmer calls police. Lila is taken to a hospital. She claims memory loss, insisting she can't remember what happened, only that Owen was the last person she was with. She never mentions that his body is lying near her car. Police try calling Owen, no response. His parents haven't seen him. He's officially reported missing. The next day, officers discover Lila's abandoned car. Nearby, they find Owen's body. They return to the hospital. Suddenly, Lila's memory comes back. She now claims Owen attacked her and that she killed him in self-defense. She insists he carved the word boy into her arm. But investigators notice something critical. The carving is on her left forearm. Given where both of them were supposedly sitting in the car, the angle makes her story extremely unlikely. Confronted with the evidence, Lila breaks. She admits she did it all herself. 2 weeks later, she's arrested. She goes to trial. The jury convicts her. Lila Monroe is sentenced to life in prison.